Good day and hello. I am Jeffrey Saunders in Alberta, Canada, and welcome to my daily divine healing session. I come on twice a day. I come on at 10 a.m., which is right now, and also at 4:30 p.m., being in Mountain Standard Time. If you're a friend over in the UK, it's 5 p.m. Okay, when I come on at 10 a.m. my time, it's actually 5 p.m. for you. And friends that are in over in Australia and that part of the world, when I come on at 4:30 my time, that will be 8:30 your time. What was that? NSW Australia, I think it was New South Wales, if I'm correct. Okay, so if you want to watch me live on any of the platforms that you might be seeing this replay, go to on Facebook, Jeffrey Saunders Divine Light Healer, and you can catch me live on that page that I'm streaming to. So I'm actually going to stream it right now. And oh, yeah, there we are. And stream it. Oh, not even in the right profile. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to stream it to Jeffrey Saunders Divine Light Healer. And now it's shared. Okay, so for those who are coming on and catching me live when you come on, this is for your highest good. It is to bring healing and connection to the core of the light, the pure state of the light of God, and I am a channel that the light will move through me and connect to those who wish to connect. Now, it can bring healing in many different ways, as far as if you're really stressed out or worries in your life, physical pain, emotional pain, mental health, and last but not least is your soul being, for any spiritual healing in any type of way, for what that means for you, for the person who desires and wants to connect with me today. Okay? So all you need to do is to be in a relaxed position. Please don't be driving when I am doing this, okay? You need to be in a safe space, relaxed, sitting back, laying down, whatever is the best for you. And yeah, and then we can start. It's 15 minutes. When I do see comments, as I've seen a comment from yesterday of someone going through this session, I do share about my life to connect with each person to understand the truth to who I am and how I've gotten to this space. And I am someone who has lived through abuse as a child, and I carried the weight in the different forms of abuse. And I tried to leave this earth plane with different attempts from the age of 13 and 11 more attempts all throughout my life. In my adulthood years, in my 20s and 30s, I was diagnosed with severe depression, severe anxiety, severe ADHD, and PTSD. Throughout over 35 years of having that, I no longer have any of those in my life anymore, since the work that I do in connecting to the light. And in 2018, I had a near-death experience, and through that experience, I now live in two worlds at the same time, the space where we come from, and then, of course, speaking to you here. In 2019, I made a choice. I had a choice. I could either remain a bodybuilder for 20 years of who I identified myself as, or I could continue with my gifts and abilities and to learn and to grow. And I took on my soul's purpose and my soul's mission, and I left behind the old life of who I once was to my eternal truth of being, to fulfill my soul's purpose and why I'm here doing what I'm doing right now in this moment. I've spent tens of thousands of hours since 2019 and going in and working in the light, leveling up to the core of the light, and I also worked in the lower dimensions of where those are stuck in suffering. And through the work I've done in that space, I then, 3.5 years ago, I had severe lung disease, lost 70% of my muscle use, and the doctor said it would be permanent, but it was the attachments I took on at that time, and I spent over 4,000 hours in the last 3.5 years, and now I am fully healed from severe lung disease. So I am here now because now is the time for me to come public again and to do more work I brought healing to hundreds of people around the world. I do not have to be next to people to bring healing to them, okay? And for the comment that was written yesterday, it was talking about healing abuse. And what I bring into this world is how to find forgiveness. And it's learning new perspectives to take us out of the story of what we once lived through. Finding forgiveness for ourselves for the actions that we have done, and finding forgiveness for those who have harmed us. And there's an eternal truth of understanding, and I'll share that now. So for the person, who needed to hear this, and others who may need to hear this as well, when we connect to the light, it's allowing the light in the pure state of God, of our core creator, and allowing that light energy to move through us of unconditional love. That is very important to allow, and this will release the attachments that we feel, the depth of not being able to feel forgiveness. And when that happens, it removes the static energy that's attached to us from those experiences, and we feel more connected to our eternal truth of who we are within. And then even more so, we feel more connected to the light of our core creator, the pureness of the light of God. So it's understanding through my experiences and all the work that I've done, and freeing myself from needing to find forgiveness. First thing is because I was ready to. I didn't want to hold on to the weight and the story that was created that I went through those experiences. And when we look at ourselves first, it's understanding that to find forgiveness for ourselves for the actions of what we have done is because we were not healed from the experiences of what we lived through and how we were conditioned as children. All those experiences matter, and they cause a layer of energy that attaches to us during those times. And if you're not healed as a child for what you went through, you're going to grow into life and you're going to repeat similar actions in some way. And if you don't repeat those actions in whatever they were, what's going to happen is you're going to sit with a lot of resentment, hate, and anger. So there's a whole spectrum of possibilities when we go through these experiences, okay? So whether it's sexual, physical, verbal, emotional, feeling abandoned, okay? All these different experiences that we might have gone through, being bullied, okay? It's understanding if we've done it, it's because the attachment of energy from when we were children and growing was not healed. We didn't have the opportunity to be healed at that time. So moving forward, it's understanding that if you had the healing that was needed at that time, then the energies would have been released from you, and there's no way you would have done those actions where forgiveness needs to come for what we have done, or where we were not good enough, or what we lacked of even feeling unconditional love. So by knowing this, it's now aligning to that perspective and understanding that, yeah, if I would have been healed from what I went through, then the energy wouldn't have been attached to me. I couldn't have done those actions, okay? So it's allowing yourself to feel forgiveness in this moment for yourself through the eternal truth of what I am sharing for each person who needs to hear this. Now when we understand ourselves, everyone else that harmed us is the exact same. They never had healing of what they lived through. They were repeating their own conditioning. The attachment of the energy takes over our free will to do those actions of harm to us. So then when we have this realization, the blame can be lifted. We don't need to blame anyone anymore. We can release that from us. And then when we release that, we are beings to learn, grow, and evolve. When you are learning and aligning to what I am sharing in this moment with you, you are growing with more understanding and wisdom as a soul being in your human form. And if you take that on with me today and go through this session, your soul can evolve and completely have instant transformation, that your life will be different moving forward. And feeling unconditional love for yourself, and then into all things. So if you have that alignment and you feel, you can't just think it, you have to feel it. And when you feel that alignment with me in this moment, we connect to the light now. You let the light move through you and bring healing to you by just allowing and just the desire of wanting that connection. Okay? So it is 15 minutes. I am going to, my speaker shut off because I spoke a little bit there from the comment. And if anyone has any comments in some way where you may be stuck, please comment, okay? And if I see it there, which I would anyways, the next day or the following throughout that day, I would come on and most likely I will find an alignment and bring it to a person who comments where you might be stuck, like the lady did today, okay? So it's getting yourself nice and comfortable. And your eyes are closed. And going into connecting, we always use our imagination, leaving the human thinking mind behind. Like children wanting to play in the light, to remove and to bring healing to whatever that means for you in this moment. And just giving and surrendering yourself in this moment to our core creator, the pure state of the light of God. And through that space, it is pure unconditional love. And by using your imagination, I would like you to imagine you are going to breathe the aliveness of pure unconditional love of our core creator into your body. And as you breathe out, releasing anything and everything that may be holding you back, knowingly or unknowingly. And as you breathe in, bring your attention to focus on the feeling of how the air feels as you breathe it into your body. And as you breathe out, in this moment, within yourself, you can ask and allowing the highest angels to come and support you now in this moment. Asking for the highest guides and supporting you in this moment to come and support you as they do with unconditional love. It's asking in your mind to release all fears and obstacles that may be blocking you from this session today. And when you ask, you will receive. In this moment, I am connected into the pureness of light. Through our core creator, the pureness of the light of God as a channel is moving through me and with each person in this moment. By just desiring and saying yes within your mind, it will leave for me and connect to each person who is desiring it. And breathing it into your body. And when you breathe out, allow the light to expand. And with your next breath in, allow the light to enter in through the top of your head, And when you breathe it in all the way down to your toes. Again, with each breath in, feeling more of the aliveness. And when you breathe out, allowing the light to expand all throughout your being. So if you are here for emotional, you can feel free at any time to place your left hand over your heart, and the light will move through you into your heart space. If you are here for your physical body, just allow the light to move to the area and surrendering yourself into our core creator to bring healing for you in this moment. And then to ease the mental mind, the mental body, your soul body, just allow the light of God, our core creator, to go to where it needs to go. And all you have to do is just allow. Come into presence, it is easy just to focus on your breath, just feeling with awareness of how the air feels as you breathe it into your body and as you breathe out. You can then shift into a space of awareness and observation, of feeling any sensations moving through you right now in this moment. Not thinking, but just observing any sensations moving through you. Some may feel warmth or coolness, or a tingling sensation, or even the flow of pure light moving through you in this moment. If you do not feel anything, know that is okay. As we remove the energy and working together, it releases the static energy of the attachments of what we have lived through. I'm going to amplify the pureness of light moving through us, and each time when I say more, I would like you to breathe it into your body, and as you breathe out, allow it to expand all throughout your being. And more. And more. And more. those who wish to bring healing and feeling forgiveness, whatever those moments are where you need or desire to find and feel forgiveness for, it's imagining with me right now that you are the mother of that person you were or child in that moment, and through the alignments that I have given you at the beginning, to feel forgiveness, it's to hug that child or person of who you were that you struggled to find forgiveness for. And it is aligning to that person of who you were in that moment that you can now release the attachments of that timeline through the alignments I have given you. Knowing you've always done the best you could in each of those moments and even now today. And it is allowing the pureness of unconditional love to flow through you in this moment. Just embrace hugging yourself in that moment, and then also finding and giving forgiveness to those who harmed us through the alignments I gave you at the beginning, and allowing the light of our core creator, the pureness of the light of God, to move through you and to who you were at those times and to those who harmed us. Sorry, my speaker will shut off here for the music. But I'm amplifying the light even more and more and more. Plugged it in, so we should be good. The more you believe, the more you receive. Feeling gratitude in your heart and feeling that aliveness will bring more light to you in this moment, and you can breathe it in and allow that light to expand even more. Amplify the light 3 more times again by breathing it in as I amplify it even more. And more. And more. Again, it's feeling so much gratitude for the high angels, the high guides that have been supporting today, and right into our core creator, into the light of God, and feeling that appreciation. And you can stay there in the space you're currently in, and I'll be back on 4:30. That is Mountain Time, and bye for now.